Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Open. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. So the Baylor Bears offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He'll hand it off. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick throw caught on the left side. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Third down, out of the shotgun. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense recovers the fumble.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. But we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
There's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big...
Got him. He's sacked. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play when they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently.
He'll take a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they got a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the fair catch called for a prudent play in rainy conditions like this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Toss play, running right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Ball handed off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big, positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the kick.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Gives it to the back. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And look at this. The fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Quick throw over the middle. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Bears will send the punt team out of the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. An inside deal now from the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you could gain a lot. Drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up their nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Then they get a drive going this time. He shreds the tackle. The Bears will crank up the tempo. And he's got it again. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game. Short of the first down. The offense now facing a 3rd and long in the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Bears will have to kick it away. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And get some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama. Made the defense look slow that time.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He'll throw it now. The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown. Tie. And the beatdown continues. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Catch made on the right side. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Bringing pressure. He's escaping the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Encroachment. Defense.
Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Bears will line up to boot it away. And they've punted away for the 4th time today. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a shotgun run call. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but eventually stalled, came up empty. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Back's got it again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Tackle made it the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and
football knocked loose in the backfield. Looks like the defense has it.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to chuck it again. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. They're going to run it. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.